Hey guys, Tricia here from PrettyLosers.com, and tonight we have a very fun show. First off, let's introduce everybody here. Our special guest tonight is Tony from WLSFA.
Hi.
And we also have Mama Rose.
Hello.
And we finally have Lina back.
You do. Sorry, guys, I'm back.
He's like, sorry. Oh my gosh. So silly. And of course we have Miss Christina and Val.
Hey, hello.
Val, you look so pretty today. What's up with that? Is it because of me?
Probably.
She's welcoming me. Okay, I can't talk today or any day. She's welcoming me back.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So first off, we'll just go and see how everybody's week been, and we'll start with Tony. How's your week been?
It's been good. This is the time of year that I am, writing a jillion emails and making phone calls trying to get the fence sitters, the sponsors, to commit their money. So I basically spend all my time begging for money, and that's my favorite thing anyway.
That's awesome. It's got to be stressful, though.
It was the first few years when we weren't sure we could raise enough money to even pull anything off. Mm-hmm. And you have to sign these big, huge contracts with these hotels, and it's scary as anything. But in the last few years, we have repeat sponsors that we know will at least cover our bases, so it takes a lot of that stress off. But the stress we feel is to raise more than what it costs, because that's our funding, right? So It's not so much stress, it's just, that's our mission. So we're just constantly saying, who else can we get to support our mission so we can do these surgeries, We know we can pay for the event, but it's not an event. I mean, the event's important for us, but the point is to make more than we spend, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what I've been doing, but it's been good.
Well, how's your week been, Mama Rose?
Awesome. I got to do my water aerobics, and today I went and got my teeth cleaned. Yay!
Yay!
And then I went to Eric's eye doctor appointment and got to try on a bunch of goofy glasses, and we went to go buy groceries. I've been busy. busy.
Sounds busy.
When you guys see Rosemary's face when she's talking, I just see like a still picture.
Mm-hmm.
I see her.
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird.
I'm here.
Click on her picture, and then unclick on it. Maybe.
It just brings up like a little round, almost like an icon with just a snapshot. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I see all of you guys when you talk, just not Rosemary.
I'm here. Trust me, I'm here.
Well, Christina, how's your week been?
It actually has been fantastic until, well, I won't go to the negative stuff, but this weekend we celebrated Connie's birthday for Connie and Mama Rose's birthday.
They're quinceañera.
That's right, girlfriend. Twice. Quinceañera twice. No, actually 3 times. Woo.
We had a wonderful time. It was fantastic. And other than that, just I went to the doctor today. I'm that patient that is very hypochondriac, and I start feeling something. I'm like, my leak's open. Please take me. Something's going on with me. But he said it's not open. It's just I think I'm eating when I'm not. Well, I'm eating when I'm not hungry, and it's stacking. So, and it's not going. It's going down, but it's just I'm trying to get in all the protein that I'm supposed to get, and he said he's not worried about that right now because I'm just starting out. So I was probably pushing myself too hard. But other than that, it's been great. Yeah.
But your leak is all healed up, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
And then I
good,
have
good.
lost 34 pounds. I went and saw him the last time, January 18th, and then as of today, 42 days, I've lost 34 pounds. So he was really, they were really positive.
Woo!
They
That's
were real positive.
awesome.
Yeah. Yes. So that was good.
That's
Yeah.
beyond good.
Yeah.
How's your week been, Val?
It's been pretty good, same as hers.
You were worried about your leak too?
Oh, no.
We went to Mama Connie's, and I really wish Mama Rose was there. I'm excited to meet her.
Yeah.
I had a lot of
Aw,
fun.
you will. You'll meet me.
I hope so. Yes, had a lot of fun, and then we got home like really late on the way back. We're in like 2-hour traffic jam. It was so crazy. But I've been playing Zumba. I lost 3 pounds. I have not had the surgery
Ooh,
yet.
you rock, girl.
But yeah, I
That's
have an
awesome.
appointment to see the doctor on March the 16th just to talk. So pretty excited. That's
Did you
about it.
talk? And you talked to Raquel too, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
How far away do you live from Connie?
We live about 5 hours.
Oh,
Yeah. Fun.
where are you?
Yeah. We live in Pearsall, Texas, near San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We did live in Corpus Christi, so it's up in the air right now. Maybe we can go back to Corpus. I love Corpus.
You're
So
silly.
it was a drive worth it. It's always worth it when we go down to DeSoto or Denton. But
Yeah, you need to come more.
Right?
More.
Right?
I think you should just move here. That's my vote.
I was about to say, yeah, that would be the better part.
Yeah, just move here. We know a real estate agent. Connie's friend is a real estate agent. We'll just get it all fixed up.
Julia she's our friend, Julia.
Julia. I couldn't think of her name right away. Yeah, my husband, I think, bored her for a good hour on real estate chat. But what about you, Lina? You've had a very busy few weeks. What's going on with you?
Well, I'm back. I was in Mexico for, I say 10 days. It was 12 days, but I don't count the day you get there because you get there late, and then I don't count the day you come back because you leave early. So 10 days. I got to meet my daughters and my grandkids. That's right. I was a grandma before I was a real mom. I have 4 daughters and 5 grandkids that I met after going on 8 years. Me and my honey's anniversary is next Monday? Can't remember what day it lands on. On the 7th, whatever the 7th is, Monday or Tuesday, can't remember. It was really good. We had a little road trip with my mom, my dad, my sister, me, and my sister's best friend. We got to go meet all these new places in Mexico that we had never been to. Some were crazy. There's only an hour show, so I'll just tell you guys about one thing. So we go to this one city, and we went at nighttime. When we left from seeing my daughters, we went over there. We were tired as
What's the name of the city?
San Juan.
Okay. I know San Juan. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where the church is in the Virgin Mary and stuff like that?
That's what we went to go see, La Virgen de San Juan.
Yeah.
My sisters always wanted to go see La Virgen de San Juan, La Virgen de Zapopan, and all these places. And since we were close by, that was our little road trip. So we get there at nighttime, and literally the streets are callejones. Callejones are like alleys, and we're in my dad's truck that barely fits to turn into these alleys, right? So my dad's already irked, already pissed off about the stupid alleyways. Can't find our way. We keep losing the hotel because it keeps telling us to go left, but it was like not a left like this, but like a short left. I mean, it was crazy. So all of a sudden, we have this one guy on a motorcycle knocking on my dad's window, asking him where he's going to, what hotel are we going to, blah, blah, blah. And then there's another one knocking on my mom's window. I'm freaking out. My dad's telling him where we're going. My sister's all like, keep going. The GPS is talking. My mom's freaking out. I mean, right now it's funny, but while it was happening,
I'm sure.
It felt like we were getting secuestrados. Help me here.
Yeah. You were
Robbed
getting
or
a.
something?
Yeah.
Something like that, robbed or something, or
Yeah, and it's like, okay, there's 5 women in the car and 1 man.
yeah.
So we were like all freaking out, and then my dad's telling them where we're going. I was like, don't tell them. Well, we were freaking out. We ended up at this one hotel because I was like, there's a hotel right there. Just go straight, Dad. There's a hotel right there. Well, the hotel where we stayed at had only one room available or whatever, but we were on the 4th floor, no elevator. My dad has severe asthma. We all have all this luggage to carry and stuff. It was crazy. So the next day when we leave to go to church, we see all these motorcycles and stuff, and we're like, oh, like it all made sense during the day, but not at 11 o'clock at night. Like these hotels have these people working for them to recruit people to come to their hotel.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So it all made sense the next day, but not at 11 o'clock at night. Girl.
Yeah.
So that was one of my now funny, not so funny moments.
You thought you were going to get kidnapped or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like with a gun, and I mean it was bad.
With a gun.
Yeah, it was bad, but we survived. It was all fun though. We got to see a lot of things. I ended up getting the real bad flu and ended up having to stay home 3 of the days that we were back at the ranch, and my parents and everybody went out. My mom wanted to stay home. I was like, no, you need to go out with them. I got the flu, Mama. I ain't dying. Really. I'll be okay. So, but besides that, even with me feeling like, excuse me, Mama Rose, me feeling like shit.
It's okay.
It was still fun, and it evened out, and I was so sad to come home. And then my mom cried when we left because she was going to be up by herself, and then my dad was very, very upset when he dropped us off at the airport. So, yeah.
It's so hard, I know, to leave family. I cry when I leave Antonia. I cry when I leave Antonia's house.
Yeah.
Don't I, Antonia?
You do.
I
cry when
Connie and Tricia.
No, Antonia's pushing me out the door like, it's time for you to leave.
Oh,
And I'm like, I don't want to
that's not true.
go. No.
It goes by fast when you're here.
Yeah, but
It does. It does.
It's nice to be back. I couldn't stay away from the girls. I had to give them a call when I actually had reception on my phone, because where we're from, there's no reception. So all these people that are internet, Facebook, psycho that are on all day, you guys would have went crazy, because I didn't have internet only when I was in town. Yeah, I was fine. I was like, whatever. But as soon as I got, like, when I knew that my phone worked, I was calling the girls, what you guys doing? Yeah, but... So now
I text you too.
Yes, you did, Mama, for Valentine's. I was on the road where I had
I did.
internet. I was like, my mama texted me. You know?
You're so cute.
So now on to more important things.
You're silly.
I have a question for you, though. Do you do those eyebrows every day?
Mm-hmm. I would rub it off. I would rub it off and show you what's under there, but
I'm fascinated by your eyebrows. I can't. I'm just like
Everybody is, girlfriend. Everybody is.
I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, those eyebrows need a show of their own.
Since high school, and I'm almost 40, so you do the math.
You're going to have to go back and watch some of the videos where she's talking about what she uses on her eyelashes.
No.
Hair glue. These suckers aren't coming off.
Oh my gosh. You're so silly. Well, really quickly, I'll just go over my week. I didn't really do much except for I hung out with Connie and Christina and kind of Val.
Whatever.
No, just kidding. It was fun. We had a great time, and I got a tattoo on Friday.
I saw that. Look at
And
you.
What is
each
it?
birdie is
Oh,
for
yeah.
50 pounds that I've lost.
That's so cool.
Hopefully y'all will be able to add some more and
You
be
will.
strong, as my grandma used to always tell me to be strong. So now I look at it and I just think of her and hope she's proud of me.
She is.
But,
Mhm. You
I love
shouldn't
that.
hope. You shouldn't hope. She is. She's very
yeah.
proud of you.
Did Raquel show you her tattoos?
Oh yeah, Raquel. She's like, I kept messing with her. I was like, I better not mess with her too much because she probably thinks I'm psycho. But yeah,
No.
she's such a sweet girl, and her daughter, your granddaughter, is. All of us have. She's got our hearts. Seriously.
Azul is so cute. She
Yeah.
is too cute.
She taught us magic tricks and everything.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the pictures of Val riding the bike with her in the basket?
Yes,
I
think it's so
love
cute.
that.
She's so cute. She's so cute, and she's very smart.
Yeah,
So
she is.
I guess we'll just go ahead and jump into the questions. Christy Collins messaged me, said she's watching. So is Michael May.
Okay.
And
Hi, Mikey.
and our Anthony Gonzalez. And I have to read this. I'm not quite sure about what he just texted me. So, Val, do you have any questions that you want to start off with, or Lina, or?
I have a whole bunch. They're on my phone like an idiot. I go on the phone to do the show, and they're on the phone. But I kind of remember at least half of them. But let's put Val on the spotlight, honey.
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
Okay,
What's
yeah.
your question, girl?
Don't be shy.
I'm a little shy. Okay.
No, she's not, girls.
No, she's not.
No.
Okay, I have a question. I know with everybody starts, someone has to start somewhere. So I have a question. Have you reached where you wanted to be with the WLSFA? This is for Tony. As far as like vision goes, like plans and stuff, because everybody starts somewhere. Do you think you have met that goal that you think you went like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Have you met, like when you start something, so I guess what she's trying to say is, have you reached that goal of what you expected for the WLSFA, or
like
are you wanting, or you have not met what you...
The vision she had.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well, we definitely, the original vision was to raise enough money to help Connie, and we did that. In less than 1 year, we raised the money, found the surgery, and got it done. And Connie's grant was actually one of the most expensive grants we've ever done, because we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know how to negotiate anything down, so it was close to $30,000 cash to pay for Connie's surgery. And so that seemed like unbelievable large amount of money,
It was.
It was, and it took, and now, so that was the original vision. So yeah, that's been met, but I'm nowhere really near where I want the foundation to be in terms of the, how much money we're able to raise every year, how many surgeries. We're really proud we've done 18 surgeries. We think that's amazing, but
That is.
But I would like to be 10 times bigger, be doing 180 surgeries. That's the number I want to be at. So it is what it is. Most of our donations are very small and come from people like you and me, just individuals. And unfortunately, people that are affected by morbid obesity in general, our community is not, there's not a bunch of billionaires in our community, because our employment and our opportunities in life are affected by stigma and bias against us. So a lot of people just really struggle financially. So we get a lot of small $5, $10 donations. And every day when I go to get my mail, I always, say a little prayer that some really rich person just bestowed a huge gift on us. And
it happens.
It'll happen, but not yet.
It happens.
It does, and I keep praying for that. And but the short answer is we've definitely met a lot of the vision and goals, but my overall vision is that we have an endowment big enough to raise its own money. You know, when you look at, I don't know, like the Susan Coleman Fund, or some of these big charities, they have so many billions of dollars that their money makes money. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We spend every year, we go to zero, because we raise it, and then we spend every dime we can on grants, and then we start over. So that's okay, but it's not what I want. I want to do better than that.
Yeah. So you say there's been 15 recipients, and this has, or 18 you said?
18.
18, and that has been in 5 years. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of donating, how would somebody go about donating not only their money but like their time and volunteering to contribute to this organization?
Well, WLSFA.org. Here, I'm going to hold that up for your viewers. Is that backwards to you guys?
Nope. It's perfect.
No.
That's our URL. At that website, there's a donate button. Okay, so you can just make a donation at any time there. And as far as donating your time, you can also, at that website, there's a menu that says how to help, and it'll drop down, and one of the things is to donate, but another one is to volunteer, and you can fill out a little form that's like a profile so you can tell us what your skills are, what your interests are, how you'd like to help, and then that all goes into a nice little database, and then when we need somebody, let's say you're very good at graphic design, right? When we need something designed or whatever, we can look through our database of volunteers and say, Lina's good at graphic design. I'm making that up. If we need really big eyebrows,
eyebrow designer.
we look up, and Lina comes up, and then we call her and say, "You've got an eyebrow situation." But
we have somebody that doesn't look like you.
Seriously. But that's how. So on the website, you can sign up to volunteer, and then when we have an event like the meet and greet, pretty soon here you'll be seeing announcements asking for volunteers for people that are going, and it's really fun, and I highly recommend it for new people especially, and we're going to have a lot of new people this year, because it's an icebreaker. You meet people, and we try not to have a cliquey event at all, but it happens because, like, for example, I had my surgery in 2009, okay, so that's my class, and we gravitate towards each other. It's not that somebody who had it later or sooner is not good enough. It's just those were the people, you kind of got to know in the beginning, so they're like it's like family, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we know that, and we also know a lot of people are really shy and nervous, so we do as much as we can to break the ice, and volunteering is just one of the best ways to just do that for yourself, and it's fun. I mean, you don't have to volunteer the whole event, but at least plan to spend an hour or two on each day doing a task, and that team that you're with, you'll be friends for life, I guarantee it.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Like,
so
Rose has the goodie bags every year, puts them together, her team.
I have a question. So I've heard people talk about the conference being a big party, and then I've heard people talk about that it's a big place to get information, and some don't like people saying it's a party place because they really go for the information, and vice versa. How
can I answer that, Antonia? You want me to answer it or what?
Mama, you cut me off. I still wasn't finished with my question.
Don't talk to Mama like that now.
Mama knows where I was going to take this. Go ahead, take it away, Mama.
I know where you're going to go. Girlfriend. But let me tell you.
Well, okay, so what's the end of your question, though?
No, but I was done. I was just talking shit. Excuse me.
Basically,
like, where would you put the whole conference party?
Well, okay.
Information in between.
Yeah.
Depends what kind of person you are. Like, where do you
I'll answer it, and then Rosemary, you can answer your vision of that.
Okay.
But
okay.
The event is a meet and greet. Okay, it's meant for people that have a common issue, okay, in our case, morbid obesity, to come together and meet the people that have helped them along the way, okay, so meet and greet. So, and that portion of it is definitely a joyous celebration and a party, okay. That's why we have evening events, and we have music and dancing lessons, and we've had comedians, we've had showgirls, we've had Elvis, okay? We've had all kinds of amazing things because we want it to be fun. We want people to want to come back next year. They can't wait. But it's also during the daytime, it's a conference. It's an educational thing where you can learn everything about, from intimacy for couples after massive weight loss to, how to cook in a healthy bariatric way. So, there's a huge selection of educational talks too. So it is both a party and I always say it's a fundraiser, and the fun is in the fundraiser. It's a patient conference and it's a product expo. So we have tons and tons of companies there where you can try and sample and ask questions and compare. And so it's really a three-sided thing. It's not a boring educational. I'm probably going to get in trouble for this. There are other conferences out there. I have been to them. Rosemary has been to them. They're very dry. I don't see a lot of people smiling. At our events, I see love, smiling, hugs, kisses, laughing, dancing, people just enjoying their life. And that's what if we're not making it fun, we're doing something wrong. But
yeah, you won't get much donations or people wanting to go if it's not fun.
Right, but at the same time, when I say party, we don't sell any alcohol at all at our events. We did in Vegas. Well, the hotel does. People can get drinks. We're not, that's not my point.
Lina's going to hide her bottle in her boobie.
A lot of us bariatric patients are very, very affected by alcohol, okay, especially the bypass patients. And it can really, really make people ill. So, we made a decision a few years ago not to have bars, okay, because not that you can't go to the hotel, because the hotel has a bar, and you buy a drink and bring it into an event. Nobody cares. It's just that we didn't want to do that. And the fact is, in Vegas, we didn't have a choice. They made us. It was like, oh, you have to have a bar. That was it. There was no choice. But in Nashville and these other towns, they don't make us, and so we don't do it. So it's not. We were criticized in the first couple of years because people were drinking or whatever. I don't think that's our place to, police our attendees. I think we're all adults, and you have to be
right.
Make your own choice. But we also want to be sensitive to people who are struggling with alcohol, and there are a lot in our community, and we just don't want to put it in their face. We want to make it a little bit harder, and so they can avoid it, because for some people it's a huge problem.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of it that way. That's a great idea.
I'm struggling with cupcakes, so I hope there won't be any involved.
Only sugar-free. We have had sugar-free cupcakes at our event. Yes.
All right, I'm good then. So as far as go ahead, Mama.
Why did I ask her that?
I was just gonna say basically the same thing, that it's their choice. They can go out and get. Or some people bring alcohol to their rooms or whatever, and they party in the rooms, and it's a meet and greet where we gather together, we go to each other's rooms, and we talk, and we cry, and we laugh, and it's an amazing time. But for the ones that have just begun their journey, they really want to be at the conferences. For the ones that have been there 2 and 3 years, they've been to the conferences, and they still enjoy the conferences. Why? Because Antonia makes sure that she brings in different people. It's not the same people speaking every time. And we have to really, make that very aware that you're not going to see the same people talking. There are different people, different subjects, different topics, and so. The people that are starting their journey, they want to be there. The people that have been there a while, they want to be there. So, and then you have your choice to go to the conferences or not. But we pray that, we always encourage you to go.
Yeah, Lord, we have,
Don't forget my coffee talk. Don't forget my coffee talk.
Oh,
Yeah, because if we're there early, we get a cup with Mama.
I'm bringing my jammies.
That's right.
So.
No more jammies.
No more
we
had to nix it because there's not enough time for people to change and then get to the other stuff. But we're definitely doing coffee cups. So we're going to have 20 Mama Rose coffee cups, and of course coffee. And so the first 20 people that make it to her session, because it's early on Saturday morning, they're going to get one of these limited edition cups, and they're going to be really cute, huh, Rosemary?
Yeah.
We've seen them.
Yes.
How do you pick the speakers to actually come and talk? Michael May just texted me saying that he's actually speaking at one of them.
Good.
And I'm excited to say that. And also, I just want to say Alicia's watching. My mom is watching. James, the Haneys are watching, and which Millie and Cosmo are also watching their daddy, James, taco salad. Because he's eating a taco salad. I just want to know where our taco salad is.
Yeah, where's our taco salad?
Connie's watching too.
Hi, Mama Connie.
Yeah, Connie.
So speakers are, we do change them. There's some people that, like Rosemary's spoken before, but it's on a different topic or whatever. We have a bunch of new people this year. We really put a lot of thought into what the topics are. We're trying to have something for people that are 12 years out or 2 weeks out, And we have a neat panel this year of, for example, people that have lost like 700 pounds. Okay.
Oh wow.
The journey of people that have to lose over 2 to 3 to 4 to 500 pounds is a different journey than someone losing 100 pounds. It's a lot of years of work to even get near what their vision for themselves is, and there's a whole different mindset you're dealing with when you have that much to lose. So we're going to have a neat panel with some people that have lost huge amounts of weight like that. I think it's going to be fascinating. And we have a panel of newbies. We have a panel geared towards men and their issues, all different kinds of topics. So you're going to share that link under here, right?
Yes, I'll definitely put that link on there.
Yeah, everything for our event is online. Every speaker, every topic, every event is listed and explained. And then sometimes the speakers are sponsors, okay? When a company gives us a big sponsorship, okay, like Apollo Endosurgery, the maker of the lap band and Overa, we give them an opportunity to talk about a topic of their choice, or Celebrate Vitamins every year now for 6 years has hosted our Friday night evening gala, reception, and so they get to talk a little bit on their event and etc. So like the new thing we're doing this year is Saturday and Sunday mornings, or is it Friday and Saturday? No, Saturday and Sunday mornings we're doing a 5K walk run. That's going to be paid for, to get that all put together by Pocket Protein, one of our sponsors. So, he'll have a voice at that event. Mark Longwell. But so sometimes it's because they've earned the right to talk, and other times we've invited them.
Yeah.
Just because they have an interesting topic.
So how do you stay current as far as like who the newbies are or who you want to speak? I mean, is that just something that you guys all come together and talk about, or?
Yeah, we have Laura Van Tile's in charge of the overall event, okay, in terms of getting the speakers and planning who's on stage when and whatever. And then everyone on the board knows different people or hears about different people, and we throw names in the hat and see what'll work. And we ask all of our presenters and speakers to come out on their own dime, okay? We don't like to, we do spend a little money sometimes helping somebody with a room or whatever, but for the most part our speakers, everybody's volunteering their time, they're giving back. So not everyone can do that. There's people we'd love to have that just can't get to Nashville or whatever. So it's a combination of who they are, what they talk about, can they get there or not, And like we have a panel for newbies, right? We have a whole session just for newbies and young voices this year, young people.
Yeah.
That's a whole new.
I think that's what Michael's going to be doing. I think Michael's on that panel. And
Yeah.
by the way, Sleeve Rocker Pete is he's watching us, and he says WLSFA rocks, expecting lots of pictures with lots of hugging. I'm sure.
Aww, he's so sweet.
I might be hugging a few of you. I don't know.
I'll take a shower.
I'm not letting go. I'm not letting go.
So, I also just wanted to ask, how do you pick someone for the grant that you guys provide these surgeries for?
That
Okay.
was one of my questions. What's
Well,
the
go on
qualifications?
on our website. Okay. Under the word grants, it shows how people go through the application process, and under our FAQ, our frequently asked questions segment on our website, all of these frequently asked questions are answered there as well. But in general, from June 1st till New Year's Eve of every year, people are allowed to be referred by their surgeon, and their surgeon tells us, hey, this patient needs this surgery, it's going to cost this amount of money, and if you choose my patient, I will waive fees. Okay, that's kind of the overall. So you have to have your surgeon refer you, and because a medical determination has to be made before we ever talk to them, because we're not qualified to tell anyone who should have surgery, right? That's got to already be done, you know. So anyway, so between June 1st and New Year's Eve, patients are referred, and then we send them application forms to apply, and they have until New Year's Eve to get those stamped by the post office. Then from basically the whole month of January, there's a committee of 5 to 7 weight loss surgery patients that we keep secret, and they're different every year. Sometimes they'll repeat, you know, but we have, you know, at least four new ones in the mix, and they're just fellow patients. They go over every single application. They vet all the information. They make sure that the person has a financial need, that they cannot get the funds on their own. Okay, that we're their only chance of getting help. With, you know, they can't do it without us. And they take all of those applications and they order them from in their opinions based on all the information they've seen. 1 through, however, let's say we got 20 applications, they'll put them in order 1 through 20, okay, and and they give that list to the board of directors and says, okay, board, here's who we want you to fund, and in this order. And then they don't know how much money we have, okay? They don't know if we have $5 or $5 million. I have no idea. What they're looking at is financial need. They're looking at the essay that the patient is, you know, telling us their life story. They've got a 5-page essay saying what have they done to help themselves to try and get this surgery, what does it mean to them, and what would it mean to them to be a grant recipient, what could they do to help others, okay? And they're judged on their financial need and their own story, okay? And anyway, so that list then is funded and we fund as many of those requests as we can. But those people in that committee, we don't ever say who they are, because they have to make really hard decisions when they're ordering those names, and we need to protect them, okay? And also, they don't know who they're looking at. The application has no name, no address. They don't know who these people are. We hide that from them. All they know is their story, and anything in their story that like reveals who they are, we hide that. We black it out, because we don't want, in case they know you, like if I'm volunteering, and I'm not on the committee, but let's say I was volunteering, if I realize it's my friend Susie applying, you know, that's going to affect my decision, right? So they are looking at them in a blinded way. So it's as fair as we can humanly make it. And then the board, we just use their priority, and then we fund as many as we can based on the dollars we have. And that funding starts, it's going to start soon. We'll start knowing who the first recipients are, or, you know, will be, and then we keep releasing grants until the next June, and then we start over.
That's amazing.
Has anybody ever been disqualified for, like, right before their surgery for any reason?
Well, Yes and no. Not disqualified as in we would take the money back, but because they had a physical change. And for example, one of our grant recipients in the last cycle, Mark Clements, he went in to get his surgery, and when they went in, they saw that he had a tumor on his one of his organs. I can't remember which one, and they had to stop. And he didn't get his surgery for many months later, and luckily the hospital gave us all of our grant dollars back, so we hung on to those until he was okay, and he had his surgery, like almost 7 months later.
Oh,
so
but he still got it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we will never give grant funds to someone and then take them away. I mean, maybe if they murdered someone, or, you never know. But hopefully, we'll never have to face that.
So, on doctors that volunteer their surgery or their time, is that only for the United States? Because I went to Mexico. If a doctor said, "Hey, I'll do all this for free," would that be okay?
No, we only do the grants in the United States, and there's a couple of reasons for that. We have nothing. We know there's lots of great surgeons all over the world. I have a lot of family in Thailand, and it's a great place to travel to have different kinds of surgery. However, we have a policy that we purchase a complication insurance package for every grant recipient, and that only applies in the United States. And we just can't take the risk of somebody having a leak or a complication and then leaving them holding a $100,000 bill in their hand. We can't do that. Yeah. So that's why it's here.
I'm glad she asked that and you answered that, because that lets us know that collecting this money is not just, oh, okay, we have the $30,000, how you said Connie's cost, to take care of it, but there's so much more to it. You guys have to have this insurance, like you said, and you guys have to have this and have to have that and have to, so much. So it's not just collecting the money for the actual surgery, but to cover so much more.
Yeah. So they get and also we don't give the money to the grant recipient. We hold it in a trust for them. It's like I say to them, it's in your bucket now, okay? And then when the doctor schedules the surgery and everything, we write the checks or pay over the phone all of the providers. So we're paying for the hospital bills, anesthesiologist bill, complication insurance bill. Sometimes we have to pay for a nutrition and a psych eval and all of those bills. We pay those directly. In medical terms, they call those providers, okay? So we pay the providers directly, and the grant recipient never actually sees the money. I think some people are under the misconception we're giving them money and then they're spending it, but it doesn't work that way. We give it directly to the medical providers, and then whoever.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get my surgery, but I got me a new car and a good
right.
I just went to Hawaii with Val and Christina.
But I didn't get my surgery.
Yeah, so that's not why we don't do it that way. It just doesn't make sense to do it that way. Yeah. And the other thing is, we meaning me really. I'm the one that takes every call for help from the foundation. Every phone call and email where someone says, "Help! I need help getting the surgery." I take those calls every day, and then when there's a surgeon willing to help that person, then I'm working with them and the hospital and everybody, and I'm trying to get them to sharpen their pencils and give us as much off as we can. The doctor has to waive his surgical fees, has to. And people say, well, sometimes the doctor's office will say, well, is our doctor going to get paid? I'm like, no, they're part of this charitable act. They have to, they have to contribute. We're contributing tens of thousands of dollars. We need you to waive $3,000. You can do that, right? And, some won't. There's a lot of doctors out there who won't do it.
Can they write that on the taxes? Would that be something?
Well, anytime, a medical practice is a business, so any expense that they have is already tax deductible. That's not really a tax benefit to them because, and also when you're waiving fees, a donation can only be deducted if it's a real cost, meaning an expense. You can't waive, in other words, you can't say, well, I would have been paid $3,000, so that's a deduction. No, but you can deduct the cost of your staff, you know, the assistant surgeon, anybody you're having to pay, that's a real expense, and that's all deductible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a quick question. Sorry if you guys had a question, but okay. So does this organization only cover weight loss surgery, or does this organization also have recipients that have got plastics?
Yes, plastic surgery, yes. We do weight loss surgery grants. Now we're also doing grants for Obera and V-Block, which are two other medical procedures for obesity. And we do reconstructive plastic surgery grants. We've done 2 of those. Our latest one was with Jalyn Whitworth. Some of you met her at the event last year. She's from Texas, and she met Dr. Katzen, who's been one of our biggest supporters from day one. And when he met her, she was just one of the many people that did his free consults at the event. He fell in love with her. She's got, you know, one of those personalities that you just meet her and you love her. And he said, you know, I really want to refer you to apply for a grant. And so she actually got our last grant that we funded. She had surgery last summer around the 4th of July, and had a 360 body lift, and that's our second one. And it's very difficult for us to find plastic surgeons willing to help. Dr. Katzen's very unique. Not only is, in my opinion, the best plastic surgery out there for what we need, but he's also giving. And I wish I could clone him. It's been a real challenge to find plastic surgeons willing to help. There are a few, but it's a difficult task because plastic surgeons are used to dealing with cash-only surgery. There are plastic surgeons that don't even deal with insurance companies. They only want to work. They're used to an expensive, well-paid clientele. Okay, that say, oh yeah, I can drop $30,000, no problem. But that's not our community, you know. And to have Dr. Katzen helping us is a godsend. Honestly, without him, I don't know if we could do plastic surgery grants. So.
Yeah, I would be all like, I got $2.50. What can you do for me? You know?
Yeah.
So now people have wondered if Connie got her plastics through the WLSFA, and before, you know, just in case you're thinking that, no, she paid cash for her surgery. She saved and saved and saved. Well, her and Guns saved and saved until she got her plastics. The WLSFA only funded her RNY.
So on the girl that y'all did the plastics for on Dr. Katz did, she was on My 600-Pound Life, wasn't she?
Yes.
Why didn't her doctor on this show do the plastic surgery? Because you see him do a lot of plastic surgeries.
Well, I can't really answer that on this public forum. I can, but I can just tell you that she did not want to work with the plastic surgeon they had associated. She had it in her mind that once she met Dr. Katzen,
they just clicked.
And I totally agree. You have to click with that surgeon. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't say much, but I can tell you that you will be seeing that surgery on television.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
And that'll be great I can't say much more, but it will be on TV, and it will help raise awareness for our mission and our charity, so that's a cool thing.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's really exciting. I've heard nothing but like really awesome things about him, and I'm excited for him to look at my body.
I'll be a doctor. Look at my body.
You know, you can contact Dr. Katzen's office right now and set up your appointment for Nashville.
Awesome.
I suggest you do that.
Yeah, he's really, really tight on schedule, so if you need to do that, you need to do that now.
And he's only going to be doing consults one day, and so I highly recommend if somebody wants to see him in Nashville, Google his website is 360bodylift.com, or just Google Dr. Timothy Katzen. Call his staff and tell them you want to schedule a consult at Nashville. They'll know what it's about, and do it now. Because
we'll put that link below as well.
Don't. It's limited. It's just for us.
Oh, I'm not putting the link below.
Google it. But do that now, because he does schedule those things ahead of time, and he's a nice guy. I mean, he'll do it till midnight if he has to. You know, he wants to see everyone he can, but it's just he only is going to be at the event Saturday. He's like flying in crack of dawn Saturday morning and leaving Saturday night. He's got a wedding or something that he has to go to on Sunday.
That's
so
really
he has
nice
to leave.
of him.
Yeah.
James Haney is asking where the event will be in 2017, and how do you choose the location each year?
Location.
Yeah, we don't know where 2017 is going to be yet, so we'd love to hear your ideas.
California.
Texas.
California.
My house. Oh,
we
what?
had it in San Diego last year.
I know.
That turned out to be a really expensive city to be in. Just in parking and everything was very expensive there, unfortunately. We try to find places that are easy for people to get to, somewhat affordable. We try to keep the hotel rooms below 200. We don't
New Orleans.
We try to pick places with good weather. But the main thing is we're trying to make it so more people can go. Like having it in Nashville has been awesome because a lot of people are going to be driving in from all the surrounding states. They don't even have to get on an airplane, which is awesome. And a lot of people have never come before will be at that event. It's going to be about 75% brand new first-time attendees.
Wow.
Yeah, and we just try and find affordable places. So there's nothing off limits. There's some places, though, that just don't make sense for us. Like we don't really, as fun as Vegas was, it's a union town, and it's incredibly expensive. Just you're not, like just to have a toaster plugged in costs you $250 in Las Vegas, okay? And you're not allowed to plug in the toaster yourself. So as much as people like it there, it costs us too much to do it there. So we're looking. We really have not even talked about 2015.
Ask James. Hey, James, where do you suggest? We take suggestions.
I'm thinking New Orleans or like even by the beach. Like we could just have like a beach luau.
By the beach is expensive, honey.
Not if we get it donated.
Yeah, not if we do the decorations ourselves.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll pitch tents. We'll pitch tents on the beach.
Yeah, I'll go to the yard sales and get some tents. I'm on this.
I got a beach down the street.
So yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking Denver sounds interesting, but we have not even talked about it at all. So I don't know where it'll be.
Val, did you have any other questions? I'm hogging up all the questions I know.
Me too, sorry.
Oh, okay, we're used to it.
I know.
Sorry.
I just had one question, I guess, because I'm new to the whole WLSFA, and I know you said to go read on the website, and I've been like looking up on the website and everything. But from you, like, what can we expect as far as new people go, like for the event and everything else?
Well, registration starts early on Friday. You get a big, beautiful name tag with ribbons on it. The ribbons, I should have an example. I have them here, but I don't know where they're. Anyway, it'll have whether you're a first timer, if you're a newbie, everyone will know that. So we can torture you, and I'm kidding. And then you get a big bag of free stuff.
We like free stuff.
Yeah, and it's usually worth more than what you paid for on your ticket. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in there, and we try and cram as much as we can in those bags. And so you get your bag, your name tag, and then there's sessions right away. And all the beginning sessions are really geared towards newbies. So it's literally, if you look on the agenda, you'll see newbie sessions, so that you can go in there and right away start connecting with other people, because they have workshops, they have not games, but kind of like games that are designed to help you all get to know each other, and not if anyone's alone. We actually
Twister.
Yeah, we have people called greeters who are. They have a special ribbon that says, ask me anything, kind of, and they're looking for people that look alone or lost, and they introduce them to people,
Aw, that's awesome.
Because there's a lot of women that travel alone to our event, and they're maybe out of their element, out of their hometown for the first time in their whole life. And the last thing we want them to do is sit in their room, afraid or scared or something like that.
Yeah.
So we spend
That
a
would
lot
be
of time
me.
making sure that doesn't happen.
And out right there at registration, right there. I'll be right there at that line. Antonia always says, "No, you're not."
Actually, your daughter Raquel's going to be in charge of registration.
Yeah. I slow the line down. That's why I have to
I don't know why you would do that. I don't.
I'm telling you, I'm not letting her go.
We're going to put you in a kissing booth this year. People have to pay $1.
You should charge for hugs for her. That would make your money boom.
What we do is Connie and I become the bookends for some reason. Every picture you take is Connie on one side, me on the other. We're bookends.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. So you come in, you register, you get your badge, you go to some of the opening sessions. The first night, on Friday night, it's dinner on your own. We don't have a dinner that night, but we do have at the reception light hors d'oeuvres and beverages. Like we always have, iced tea, water, sugar-free lemonade, whatever. There's always something like that. But we have professional photographers that are roaming that event. And this guy, Aaron Miller, a lot of you guys may or may not know him, but he and his wife just got back from Fashion Week. I mean, these guys are major, wonderful photographers. And they volunteer their time at our event every year now. This will be their 4th year. And they take beautiful, high-quality photographs. This guy, when he gets paid, he makes like $5,000 an hour. Okay?
Wow.
But his wife, Patricia, is a patient like us. He's a loving guy. I love him. He does wonderful photographs. So you've got that going on this year. Through the whole event, we're going to have a videographer there doing video. And then we're going to start, one of the newbie sessions is going to be asking people to Periscope the event. We want to get it out there on live video. Let's take advantage of that, right?
That's all Val right there. Val loved Periscope. Do you still do Periscope all the time?
Sometimes, yeah.
And Snapchat.
I stalk Hawaii a lot. I'm like, what? Where are you going?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing, right? So,
yeah.
And also now Facebook has live video, and we're going to do that as well. We're going to ask people to log on, use your phone, do some live video, or iPads I think you have to have, which I happen to have an iPad Pro, and that'll be there, and we'll be doing some live Facebook stuff. We want to get, people that couldn't come to feel like they're there with us.
Very true.
That's
right?
Cool.
So take your iPads, people.
Yeah,
I got one.
If you got them, bring them.
But I think you can use your phone to get on that video thing on Facebook.
Can you use your iPhone on that too?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Cool. We should test that out too.
Yeah.
By the way, Penny R was watching tonight as well. So
Hi, Penny. So is Becky. Becky texted me and said she's watching.
And you guys, you remember this little project, right?
Yes.
So these are tattoos. I have 5,000. This is just a small bundle. I have 5,000 of these tattoos, and what we're going to do is during the event we're going to have a booth set up, take the oath booth with the big, a big version of this will be in the back of the booth, and we're going to ask people to use that booth with their phones to take the oath, challenge others, do it as a group. So if you've got 3 or 4 or 5 girlfriends together, go and do it together. We really, really want to continue this effort of the anti-fat shame and obesity bullying campaign. We are the best people in the world to do this. It's one thing for a celebrity to say, oh, don't fat shame or whatever. But when you've been affected by it most of us our whole lives, we know what it is. We have to. We can't ignore this issue. This is too big of an issue. Kids are killing themselves. People are starving themselves to death because of fat shame. I always say, look, if a woman or a man or a person would rather die of starvation from anorexia than have fat on their body, there's a problem. That is just, it's not just not nice, it's deadly, and we need to stop it. So we're going to do that booth, and we're going to be putting these tattoos on everybody, and, trying to raise awareness for that. as much as we can. So that'll be a fun thing at the event.
So what is that hashtag again?
It's a hashtag Take the Oath, and it's on this sticker. I don't know if it's too little to read here because I don't know how legible that is. But in any case, on our website, you just go to WLSFA.org/oath, and all the information's there. If you don't want to make the video, just wear the flag. There's a button where you can download this and put it on your profile picture. And when people ask you about it, there's your excuse to talk about it.
Yeah.
Just say, look, I don't think it's okay anymore to make jokes or make fun of people because they're dealing with obesity. We think that's off limits. Okay, it's fat shaming. Fat is the new F word. Okay, we don't use it. And that's the conversation that needs to happen. And, it does change. It takes time, but it is changing. I see more and more people getting on this bandwagon and saying enough is enough. We're human beings of all shapes and sizes, and it's nobody's business but our own. And, dear Lord, we should not be ridiculed, made to feel less, or suffer in any way because of it. It's just wrong.
Yeah,
wrong.
Completely agree.
That's why I say let's embrace our bodies today. Don't wait till go. Embrace it today.
I embrace my roles, Mama. I embrace.
That's
my
right,
roles.
girl.
Oh,
That's
Lina.
right. That's right. Me too.
Well, I think sometimes too, weight loss surgery patients, it's difficult for us because we're so proud of losing weight that we end up shaming people, not on purpose, but the people will say, oh my God, I've lost 100 pounds, I'm never going to be that ugly pig again. These are the kinds of words we're using, and what we don't think of is that there are people who that hurts. Okay, and they're just in pain, and we're not realizing it. We have to educate ourselves too, and say, we are brainwashed just like everybody else. From the moment we learn to talk, we are told fat is ugly, fat is stupid, fat is your fault. There's something wrong with those people or you.
Fat is lazy. That's a big
thing. We use those words, and we are as bad at it as people that are, quote, whatever, naturally thin. Okay, we tend to look at that, right, and say, oh, they're the shamers, but really we're kind of the worst. We really have a lot to do to keep our own community.
Yeah, I really think that we are probably the worst. I've had this conversation with many people before, one being my friends from a support group, because they'll be like, oh my God, I was so big and blah, 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 blah. And I'm all like, quiet. They're like, what? I was like, you guys had surgery where I'm at right now. I had surgery and I'm at where you guys had your surgery. So you're making me feel bad because now you're 100 and something, and I'm still at the weight where you had weight loss surgery. Yeah. But I have to understand that I've done that before too, because I have to understand that somebody that's at the weight where I started at would kill to be where I'm at right now, even though I'm not happy where I'm at. But somebody, I would have killed to be like, I could remember saying, oh my God, if I was only 300 pounds, and now that I'm there, I'm like, you know what I mean? So we do that. We do that unconsciously. You know what I mean?
Yes, the stigma and bias against obesity is so strong. It affects everything, and people that have been obese or are dealing with it are kind of, we are no better than anyone else. We have been affected and brainwashed too, and I'm learning still. I'm still learning. What is it that's offensive? How should I say that? And also to stop talking to myself in a negative way.
I'm so guilty
I think
of
that's
that.
a big one. Yeah, I think that's a big one. I've been called out on that one way too many times.
Right.
I do that constantly.
Speaking of the event and the WLSFA, I have had phone calls. I have had people text me. I have had people write to me and say, I really don't want to go this year because I'm bigger this year.
Oh.
Or they'll say, well, I just started my weight loss. Like for some reason we're not going to accept you because you gained 20 pounds or you haven't lost your weight. That's ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
not what the meet and greet's about. It's not about, I'm not looking at you or going to shame you because you didn't do what, you know, you don't look a certain way.
We
None
have
of us, we're all
sessions.
unique.
If it was that way, I wouldn't be attending, honeys, buddy.
No, it's not. We have sessions for people at all areas of this thing called life. Okay, we have classes for newbies, classes for people who are dealing with regain, classes for people that are, you know, like you were saying, Lina, you have a longer journey because you have more that you're trying to lose than other people, and we have classes for that. We have we want everyone to come no matter what. People that have never had surgery are welcome. People that are just thinking about it. People that had it, you know, 20 years ago. And it doesn't matter what weight you are, what size dress you're wearing or pants if you're a guy. Just, you know, come because it's going to be motivational, inspirational, educational, all those things for wherever you're at.
It's going to be like a little buffet of goodness.
Of knowledge.
Goodness. Yes.
Of knowledge, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and there's a couple of things. So we're going to do the booth, the fat, Stop Fat Shame and Obesity Stigma booth. We're going to do the 5K race. That's new, and it's a walk. It's not a race. You can run it or you can walk it, but everyone gets a medal, and we're doing it for 2 days, and we're going to give T-shirts to everybody, and it's just to get people moving. And then we're going to have the celebrity, we're going to do Chopped again as our last thing on Sunday with Carney Wilson. And she's going to be, you know, the head judge and kind of like the MC of it, okay, kind of driving that part of the event. So if anybody wants to be considered as a contestant on Very Friendly Chopped, you need to just send an email to go to our website and click Contact Us. Let us know you're interested in participating. We can have 3 contestants, and we have 3 judges. So Carney's going to be a judge, obviously. We've got Dana Osborne, who won the contest last year. We're going to put her at judge's table, and then we're still trying to decide who the 3rd judge is. I'm actually looking for a sponsor for that event, so if I can get a sponsor, it might be an employee from that company, but whoever. But definitely let people know. If you're interested in participating in CHOP, let us know. And we're going to have, we haven't chosen any of the contestants yet. I have a list of people that are interested, but let me know. So I hope that answers a bunch of questions. Oh, themes you wanted to know, right?
Yeah, that was my last question. There's certain themes that you guys have set for the night, but you were telling us that there is a calendar on WLSF Making a Difference 2016.sched.org.
Right.
So I'll put the link down below as well.
Yeah. The themes are, Friday night is Country Wishes. It's based on a country song, and one of the founders of Celebrate Vitamins is a professional country musician, Nick.
Oh.
And he's fantastic. He's played with every big country star you can think of. His best friend is Vince Gill, believe it or not. But anyway, he's going to perform some songs. And then we have the Waffles. Chris Waffle has got his own band, and we have other people. So we're going to have some live country music. So it's a country night. So if you want to, you can dress up in boots and hat and, you know, country.
Yeah.
You don't have to go. It's always just a suggestion. If you want to come, you know, in whatever you're comfortable in, you know, the dress code is, you know, it's a hotel. Should be resort casual, meaning comfortable. You know, you probably don't want to wear like a tube top and
I'm not going.
I was ready to wear a thong with chaps.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you probably want to wear clothes. It's not a
No, sorry.
Can't make it.
Yeah.
I can't go.
But the themes are just for fun. So if you want to go with it, and you know, like the country night, I'm sure we're going to be giving away, just like we had a country night a few years ago. We gave away hats and bandanas and all sorts of goodies at the door, because not everyone has a cowboy hat or whatever. But like Rosemary already got her boots. I saw her. She got them at the thrift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be expensive, and that's Friday night. And then Saturday night is called Sparkle and Shine, Making Lives Brighter. So Friday night, we announced the new grant recipients. We have our parade of grant recipients. We're going to have quite a few of them with us. We're going to have a very special dance for them where they're going to do a dance. And it's going to be, I think, pretty moving. And then on Saturday night, it's about, blinging it out. So years ago, I decided that, we all needed to sparkle and we needed to wear some shiny things.
That's right.
It kind of became like a joke, and then it became a thing. And now, for every year, we give away a crown to a guy and a tiara to a girl, and it's whoever has really blinged it out. And that blinging it out for one person is different than for the other, but we have a bling off, and it's all in fun. But it's an excuse and a reason to get all dressed up and have a ball, and wear a boa, go crazy, have fun, We've had people with lights, and this one guy came with a fake furry chest. Remember that, Doug?
Oh, yeah, Doug.
Whatever it is to you that
He was actually Elvis. He was trying to be
Elvis.
Elvis.
So that's the bling off, and then we award our Berry athletes on Saturday night. So it's a beautifully decorated room. We serve a wonderful meal. You're going to be able to choose between salmon and steak again, I think it is, or some kind of beef dish. Very elegantly done. We want everyone to feel special that night and really feel like, you're part of a gala, that's really for us. And a lot of us didn't get to go to our proms and things.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
And so it's a really fun night for that. It is to you what you want it to be, but we give you that opportunity to bling it out. But if you
Okay, I'm ready to corsage then.
Of course, anything.
Absolutely.
So is there actually going to be a place where everybody can dance and stuff like that that night? Oh,
yes.
okay. Cool.
Yeah, we'll have a dance floor.
I'm working on my dance moves.
And we're in Nashville, which is Music City, so we are, it usually wraps up around 10. We want people to have time to go and enjoy the environment we're in, too. A lot of people will do that. They'll gather together in different groups, and then they'll go off after the event. So we have lots of people that don't sleep at all on Saturday night.
They party.
I do. I fall into bed. I'm like, okay.
I'm going to bed at like 10, 11.
Yeah. But so that's the theme. So sparkle and shine. So just an elegant evening, and whatever that means to you, and then country night, and then during the day, it's just be comfortable. Comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing. You don't have to wear heels the whole time or anything like that. We want you to just enjoy your time and dress what is, your outfit's great, Lina. You can wear that. How's that? I like your scarf a lot.
Oh, my honey made it for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He made it for me while I was in Mexico.
How sweet.
Aww.
It's beautiful.
Thank
He
you.
loves you.
I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I'm still waiting.
Sunday is not a theme. It's just we have coffee and a quiche goodbye.
Isn't that cute? Coffee and a quiche.
And coffee and a quiche.
And a quiche goodbye. So we serve quiche, and which most people with every surgery type can eat. It's basically eggs, right? And
whoever don't want it, I'll have your part. Don't worry about it.
There's always extra quiche. And that's the other thing. If you're coming with a partner that hasn't had weight loss surgery, typically there's extra food. They can just ask for it because the portions are small. And actually this year people can buy a second dinner if they want, where they get the whole setting. Because dinner is like salad and it's like 3 courses or whatever. They can get a whole second dinner. For people that haven't had surgery, sometimes they want more food than we eat, right? So
I'll just poke out of Christina's plate.
What are you trying to say? I'm going to eat all mine?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
I got it.
And it's going to be a buffet lunch. So the food we're serving is on Friday. It's just light hors d'oeuvres and beverages Friday night. All the other meals on Friday are on your own. Saturday, breakfast is on your own, but we do serve a beautiful buffet lunch, and that comes with soup and dishes, quite a few items to choose from. And then we have a sit-down dinner, plated dinner, very elegant, Saturday night. And then Sunday morning we serve kind of a brunch. So it's quiche and fresh fruit and coffee and tea and that kind of thing. So we do serve quite a few meals. Not every meal you'll have, but many of them. And with all the samples you get in that goodie bag, you're not going to starve to death.
No.
Protein bars and stuff.
Does it look like I'm starving to death, Antonia? Nope.
It was beautiful.
Look at you shaming yourself.
I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not gonna while I'm over there.
You didn't last 5 minutes.
I'm safe.
You didn't last 5 minutes. You girls are crazy.
So, yeah,
Okay, well, does anybody else have any questions or anything they wanted to add?
I have a lot of questions, but this is an hour show.
Well, you can just email her, girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody who wants to know anything, if you go to WLSFA.org, everything is there, and if you don't see the answer, just hit contact us. I get all those emails. I'll answer you right away.
Oh, we could just bombard her Facebook Messenger.
Oh, by the way, we're selling great amounts of tickets. Our hotel rooms are basically sold out now, okay?
Wow.
Now, that doesn't mean you can't go. There are many hotels. We're right at the airport, and there's many hotels right near there, okay, that are within walking distance, so don't panic.
Mm-hmm.
But our $149 rooms are gone, and I think they tried to add some more. There may be a few more. I always say look, but if it says they're gone, they're gone. You know.
What about tickets? Is there a limit of how many tickets?
Yeah, we can have 500 people at the event, the hotel. You know, that's how much space we have. But we still have tickets. You're not really in trouble of not getting a ticket, but it's the hotel rooms that are becoming difficult. So just be aware. I mean, nowadays with Uber and everything, even if you have to stay a mile or two away, it's not that big a deal to Uber it over, you know?
Yeah.
So don't let the hotel situation turn you away, because a lot of people are not going to be at our hotel. They're just not.
No.
Yeah.
Some are renting. Some are even renting houses. I mean, it's just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's Airbnb, right?
Board.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing.
Yeah.
And I got outvoted.
Now, but what I do want to say about hotel rooms is this. We are fortunate and happy that we've sold out our rooms, okay? That's very important, because it's the selling of those rooms that lets the hotel give us our event space, okay? If we don't make our room minimums, it costs us a lot of money, all right? So it's very important, and in fact, you know, but because we've reached our limit and we're good, it's absolutely fine. We don't care where you stay, but when, you know, next year in our next event, always try and come to our hotel. That helps us. It's very important that we, you know, because that's just how the business works. The hotels say, look, if you can fill 500 room nights, okay, that's $250 for 2 nights, then we'll give you this conference room. Otherwise, we're going to charge you $50,000 for that.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want that.
Yeah.
So, but it's okay now, like I said, because we are sold out. If people need to find alternate places, and there are a lot of choices these days. I love Airbnb.
Yeah.
Has a lot of tickets been sold also? Because you said
we've sold
only
hundreds
500
of tickets. Yeah.
Because you say only 500 people.
Yeah, no, you're fine. We're close to the 400 level, but
awesome.
But
keep
we're gonna
people, keep purchasing.
Yeah, we won't. I mean, I'd be happy if we sold out, but I don't think we'll sell out of all of our tickets now. It's about 70 days till the event. We get a big surge like right around April 1st usually because of taxes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of procrastinators like me, Antonia.
I know.
Your fingers.
There may be one more sale, one more 10% off sale. I'm thinking for Easter, okay? And I think that'll be the last one. So it's not that much, but it's a little bit of a break. Also, Southwest has some killer rates right now. Very good prices. I was able to get $107 tickets from Los Angeles to Nashville.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
One way, okay? But I'm just saying, this is the time to look at your tickets. There's some good sales going on. There's an airline, I don't know if it goes to Nashville, called Spirit that has really good prices too. Unfortunately, they nick you for everything, though. Like if you have to have a checked bag or something.
Yeah, they're kind of scary, but I don't want to.
Well,
I don't want to put that in anybody's head, but just choose wisely on that one.
Yeah, I've never been on it, but I'm just saying right now Southwest has got some nice fares. So I highly recommend getting your tickets if you can now.
Okay. Well, we definitely want to thank you guys for coming again. And I know we didn't get to all of the comments, but we'll go back and look over them later. And we'll see you guys in Nashville.
Can't wait to see everybody.
Thank you for letting us talk about this. We appreciate it very much. And I can't wait to meet some of you now in person. It'll be wonderful.
Yes.
We really appreciate you taking the time to be here with us and answer all these questions.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Thank you guys.
go out and make the rest of your life the best of your life, people.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye.